time to bring on a guest to the Friday Toast. So, it's Alex Stevens Beer. How are you doing, Alex?
Hello, mate. How are we? Here we go
Yeah,
again.
here we go again. You know what he's here for. Whenever Alex is on, it's always football related. He is our football and beer correspondent, as we always say.
Yeah, imagine if we weren't here to do beer and football chat. That'd be weird.
I know, that's it. Yeah. The bringer of beer and football chat, predictions, all of them kind of things. And of course, we linked up with him originally, years ago now, because of his challenge that he does every time the Euros and the World Cup rolls round, men's and women's, which is brilliant. It's his beer, basically beer and football team pairing challenge, or national team pairing challenge. And obviously it's the World Cup. The World Cup's here. And here we go. We've got a couple of weeks to go. So today's all about catching up with Alex about what that's all about, for those that don't know, but also our annual, which has started to become an annual thing now, our annual sweepstake as well. So, Alex, just remind everybody about this challenge and where it all started and where we're up to now.
This mad challenge that I set myself every summer that is getting more and more difficult because FIFA keep increasing the number of teams in the tournament.
Alex, if it's getting too much, Alex, you'll have to not qualify one year.
Just think, the thing that they make it, I'll just boycott, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I mean, first time I did this was back in the 2021, the delayed Euros. I didn't post it anywhere. I just got beers from all the countries, blah blah blah. Forward to Qatar World Cup 22, and everyone was like, "Why are you not posting this anywhere? Why are you not telling me we're doing it?" I was like, "Okay," and that's how my Instagram started. So the very first post was a really shadily put together picture of 32 beers with a couple of gaps because I was missing some at the time on the floor of my lounge, and then here we are, 3.5 years later or whatever it is, and we've got a 48 team men's World Cup to deal with. So what that translates to, for those who don't know, is I need to get a beer from every country, and then I drink the beer when they get knocked out. And yes, I do drink the winner's beer. That's the question I get every single year. Yes, I do drink it, just right at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's brilliant. We love following it. And obviously, there's always a challenge because there will be new teams in the tournament. There will be teams that have never qualified before or teams who haven't qualified for a while. And it's a challenge in itself, getting beers from the countries that are probably well known in these tournaments, but let alone the ones that are joining it, that's, countries that some people maybe have never heard of, if you're not so great on your geography like me. And this year is a challenge, isn't it? I mean, this is the ultimate, isn't it? 48 teams.
Yeah, it's hard work, and I, for those who don't know as well, I like to make my life difficult, because why not? So not only do I, where I can, try and get a craft beer from those countries, I'll also try and get something I've never drunk before, which is then that becomes trickier as the years go on, because some countries only really have one sort of standard lager, right? But they're also the countries that are hard to get, and some of those, Jimbo, you'll get to see shortly.
Yes, because we're going to be doing a little bit of a quiz, aren't we? Very shortly. So yeah,
which you always do really well in.
No, I definitely don't. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, and the other great thing about this challenge is how, in the recent years, you've obviously, by getting involved in the podcast and the radio station, we've managed to get other people involved too, haven't we? So we started a sweepstake a couple of years ago where people can. They put the name into the hat, and we will draw you a random team from all the countries in the tournament, and then you can also join Alex's challenge as well. So the great thing about doing this is you only have to try and get one beer from that one country, whereas Alex has got to get 48. But also there's we'll throw together some sort of prize, a little mini trophy or something like that. We'll do that, so there's something for the winner. But it's just fun as well, because we try and ask you to get your colour, get the flags, get the shirt if you can, and just make a bit of it's a bit about fun, isn't it, about getting involved. If you can get the beer, great, but if you can't, no dangers. There's always ways around it, as Alex, I'm sure, is going to give you some tips on.
you can be creative. And I think was it Crafted Jacko in last summer for the women's Euros, fully kitted out the pub shed in Spanish flags and everything, wasn't it? That was class. I enjoyed. I That's the other thing as well. I enjoy seeing all of that, guys. So for Jimbo and for me, when
I
you are
did.
in Sweepstake,
I think it
post
was
it all on
Tenali's sports bar in Wales. I think obviously I think the Welsh supporters as well, even though they support Newcastle, the Welsh football team
Yeah.
supporters, their team weren't involved in one of the tournaments, but they got picked out with France, and they all went and
Yes.
got the shirts and the flags and everything. So we love seeing all that, and it's a chance to support, because obviously your teams might, the actual teams you support might England or Scotland or whatever. We might not last long in the tournament. Nobody really knows. So it's good to have a second team to sort of follow in it.
100%, 100%. And I have to, Abby and Andros will not thank me if I don't give them a shout out at this point, because, and we'll talk a bit more to this, right? People have helped me out this time around, needed some help to get these 48 beers. They were on holiday in Bosnia a few months ago. At that point, Bosnia hadn't qualified. And they messaged me saying, "Do you want us to get you a beer?" And I was like, "Well, you never know. They might get through. They're in the playoffs." Fast forward about a month, Bosnia are in the World Cup.
Oh, brilliant!
Job done. So, guys, I thanked you already, but
because that would have been one of the tough ones to get as well. So you're just very fortunate.
100%.
So
yeah. No, they smashed it for me. So thank you
now,
very much, guys.
if anybody, at this point, feel free, everybody, to go rustling through the fridges, your cool boxes. When anyone's been anywhere and they've just brought a random beer back because they know you like beer, have a look, see what you've got, and if there's anything you think that might help Alex Stevens' beer out there, just look at the list of the World Cup teams and yet reach out to Alex. So yeah, I think at this point we can declare the sweepstake itself officially open for entries.
Come on.
So if you head to Ale and Audio, my page, put it on the radio as well, Alex Stevens Beer, the post will be there, and all you need to do is just tell us in the comments that you want in, and then we'll respond. You'll be able to listen a week after this. Next week you'll be able to listen, and then you'll be able to hear all about what team you're going to get. We'll do the draw, and you'll find out what team you've got and so on. We'll talk more about this weekend's football shortly, Alex, and everything else that's coming up this weekend. But I thought we'd... what do I think we'd do? I thought we'd have his quiz. Let's have his quiz.
Right, mate. I love doing this every summer because I try and give you some easy ones. But some of them you would just have, no one would have any idea, right? But also I've got 10 on the table next to me. We can't do all 48. No one wants to hear that, do they? But shall I ease you in gently?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I'm ready to embarrass myself.
Right. Well, if you don't get this one, we probably should end the recording straight away. So this is Princeton Brewery, and it's an IPA called Argenta. And for those that are just listening, the can art has an animal dressed in a blue and white striped shirt with a number 10 on it. As I said, if you don't get this, mate,
it's a rhino, I believe. It's got to be Argentina, nice and easy one.
It's
that one.
Argentina. Imagine if I stitched you up with that. But, that one, that is another of the ones that someone got for me. Beer and the City Guides sorted me out on his South America trip. So thanks to him.
Actually, football themed as well, which is good because obviously they're not all going to be football themed, but where you can get one that's actually football themed as well, it's even better, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Marco was on the pod when he from Vault City a couple of weeks ago now.
Yeah,
and, I have got, it's not in the quiz, so I'm not ruining it. Vault City have done a football related
they have,
for Scotland called Tartan, and that is my Scotland there. Right, where should we go next? Do you want another easy one, mate?
Yeah.
All right. So this
I'll get some points on the board first, and then start to embarrass myself.
Right. This is Sakara. It's a 10%. So I'm excited not for when this country get knocked out of the World Cup.
Hopefully not on a Monday night.
That's just anything on a school night. Nightmare. It's called The King. The can art should potentially give it away for you.
Is it... Right, it's going to be a country from Saudi Arabia.
Have a look at this bit near the top, and for
But it's
recording,
Egypt. Egypt.
it's
I
the
see the pyramid. I
pyramid.
see the. I
Yes,
missed the
there we
pyramid.
go.
Yeah, I've seen it now.
Right. That was a bit of an assist, wasn't it? So I'd
It
get fancy
was.
points if we were
It
playing fancy
was.
friend, but I'll give you that one. There you go. Yeah, 10% of that was the first beer that I got for this World Cup because I was there back in September.
Nice.
So I thought 10%, it's going to taste mental regardless of when I drink it. So it doesn't matter that it's going to be sat around for a few months. So,
It's probably come out of a tomb, hasn't it, or something from the pyramid. It's been there that long. It's that strong.
I had to dust it off, mate.
Yeah.
Right, where should we go next? Let's up the ante a little bit. This is my favourite bit of can art potentially from the entire tournament. There are no clues on this, but it's called Titipunamu, and it is a New Zealand style IPA. I don't even know what the percentage is. Look at 7%, but the can is beautiful. It's got a little bird on it, sat on a branch.
Wow.
It's from Inkhorn Brewing. Again, no, I don't think that's going to give you any sort of clue.
Yeah. What country are Inkhorn brewing from?
That's the quiz, mate.
Trying to catch you out.
I can give it. Well, we've been
Yeah.
to South America. We've been to Africa already.
Okay.
This is now.
It
Asia.
does look. Asia. Okay, you can say it does look quite. It looks quite tropical, like a bit rainforesty, that doesn't it? So.
Yeah.
And it would help if I knew what countries were actually in the World Cup, because that's the other thing. Right, I'm going to go South Korea.
It's Japan.
Oh, so close.
This one, mate, it's been really difficult not to drink it because the can art is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and another one,
Is it like is it a bit hologrammy? Because obviously I'm on video, but is it a bit hologrammy? It looks a bit like that.
No, it's not actually. But the writing is gold.
Yeah,
so that's probably why it looks like it. But yeah, I'm excited for that. Nice little 7%. That again, don't make my life easy with these high percentages, do I? But then once, another one. Yeah, my colleague, his brother lives in Japan, so he came over at Christmas and brought me the beers over. So thanks for that. Right, just checking that this one doesn't say the country on it, and it doesn't. But we are going to go back to Africa with La Gazelle beer, which is 4.4%. Yeah, don't know if there's any clues apart from maybe the language.
No, it's like it's a gazelle, isn't it? It's like a staggy type thing on the front of it. And you've given me a clue. We're in Africa here. Did you say?
Yeah, and these guys, they came onto the world. They were quite famous coming onto the World Cup scene in the early 2000s. They beat the holders.
It's not Senegal, is it?
It is Senegal.
Yes!
It is Senegal. So yeah, as you can see, not massively crafty, but one I've never had before. So right, should we stay in Africa just to give you a clue? You know these guys, Beyond Belief Brewing.
Yeah.
But this is an African country.
I saw this recently as well. I saw it on the posts.
So the beer's called Kofi, which means Friday. So hopefully for this country they don't end up getting knocked out on a Friday. But it's a code Beyond Belief collab with a brewery called Tail.
Okay, I've got in my head. I've got a couple of African countries who regularly appear in these in the World Cups and stuff like that. I'm thinking either Nigeria or Cameroon. So he's shaking his head for both. So I'm not going to get anywhere near here, am I?
Ghana,
damn it. Okay.
So yeah, it was brewed and bottled in Ghana. So although Beyond Belief are the lead ones in terms of the artwork and stuff, it counts as a Ghanaian beer.
You know what? I should have known that because I think in previous interviews, I think they may have met each other at the London Craft Beer Festival. I think as well. So I should have known that one.
Yeah. Right. This one is. So the other thing I'll do, you might remember, mate, and for everyone else, I'll obviously post them all throughout the World Cup as the team's getting knocked out. I will then do my beers of the World Cup at the end, and I'll put a post together based on how I rated all the beers to see who wins. Romania won the men's Euros a couple of years ago based on my ratings, that kind of stuff. You know, this is one of my if I was creating a bookies list, this would be one of the favourites to
Right.
win this
Okay.
time around, I reckon. And it is double Citra Daydream from Other Half Imperial Oak Cream IPA, which is going to be punchy at 8.5%. But I know it's going to be delicious.
So this brewery's from the country, right? So the brewery's in the country. Yeah. Okay. Obviously,
Other
right.
Half Brewery. Yeah,
I've heard of them before. This is really frustrating. I want to say,
I
is
went
it?
there last year, and I went to Other Half earlier in the year.
Damn, where did you go now? Where did you go?
It's a very big, big country.
So, is it one of the host nations?
It
Is it the US?
is indeed.
Yes.
New
Gets in.
York legends, Other Half.
Yep. Yep.
Had to. We haven't had have we had any Europeans yet? No. Let's have a European. This is my favourite brewery that I discovered from a holiday a couple of years ago. Salicat. It's their Stardust 3.0 Phantasm double IPA, 7.5%. These guys know how to do a dipper. Salicat.
I remember. I remember you went to Portugal not long ago, but I don't think it's them.
Yes, no.
No, I don't think it's them. Italy.
No, it is the Erling Haaland of beers.
Oh,
Norway.
right.
Norway. I'm so pleased they've qualified just because it gives me an excuse to drink a Salicat.
Yeah.
Right, we've got 3 left. Let's go quickly through these. Montana Premium Summer Ale, 4.5%. If you can read, you'll get this one right.
I can't see it. All I can see is Montana.
The camera for it.
Mexico.
No way. Where's it brewed in, mate?
I don't know where that. Curacao. I'm
Yes.
not. This is where my geography is going to pull me down.
Smallest country to ever qualify for the World Cup.
Is that the actual? That's an actual country. I didn't even know it was a country. So
Yeah. Got so lucky. One of my wife's old mates, one of their oldest mates, was born there, and her mum goes
All
there
right.
every single winter.
Nice.
So right, how many have we done? You got 5 right so far, 3 wrong. Last 2 quickly.
At least half marks then, so that's all right for me.
You've done well. Hocus Pocus, 5%. Orange Sunshine American Blonde Ale. I went here in 2023, and luckily I had a mate going back to this country, back to South America.
South America, Colombia,
Brazil. Yeah, and then last but not least, one of my tricky ones that luckily a mate was in Paris, and I paid her to bring it back for me. It's Nkui Black, 5.5%. These guys qualified so late to the tournament, and I was very worried I wasn't going to get a beer, but I did. Clue for you: their star player plays in the Premier League for Newcastle. Did play for Brentford.
No, hold on. Good Matt. No, I can't. No.
Democratic Republic. Did not think I was going to get one of those.
Brilliant. Well, I mean, that's just 10 of the beers that Alex is going to be having from the 48.
I'm excited for them, mate.
There's a good chance you're going to have to do quite a few beers in one night as well this year, isn't there?
Yeah, because of the 48 teams, loads of third place teams are going to qualify. Because of that, it's going to be later in the group stages when it's confirmed that teams will get knocked out and things like that. So, yeah, I think it's going to be stacking up towards the end of the group stages. So I think a couple of weeks into the tournament, I'm going to have a lot to drink, I think.
So, everybody, enter the sweepstake. You know what to do. Comment on the Ale No Dio post and all that, and then we'll enter you in the sweepstake for the draw next week. Very quickly, Alex, football weekend coming up. What you got planned? What's going off this weekend? It's a big one, isn't it?
It is. Champions League final. Arsenal, PSG. I have no idea what is going to happen there, if I'm honest. But I'm more bothered about Sunday. I am going to watch Brighton in a major final for the first time ever, because I'll be at Wembley to see our women in the FA Cup final against Man City. So
brilliant.
For that.
Obviously, Man City looking for the double there, aren't they? Because they've just won the won the league. So
right.
yeah. Well, all the best.
The World Cup.
Yeah, all the best to the Brighton girls, and yeah, enjoy your day out at Wembley this weekend. And we will catch up again next week when we do the big draw. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and that's when I'd imagine I'll be getting loads of people pinging me and saying, "Have you got a spare beer from this country or this country?" So we'll get to that.
Alex, cheers very much, and thanks for all the 4-4 brews that you've done throughout the last season as well.
Pleasure, mate. As always, pleasure.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Catch you soon.